What's up, TPE fam? While we're waiting on the daily dose to get started, I just want to invite you guys to the Leaders Square. Leaders Square is our development community where leaders are getting together, having conversations that are helping them pivot to their next. We also put out content from myself and any other coaches that are involved with TPE to help push thought, push the mindset, and just create better leadership overall. If you want to get connected with us, head over to tpenow.com. That's tpenow.com, and then hit the menu, hit groups, and press join. You have a 30-day free trial to be a part of this group, and after that it is a small monthly subscription fee, but get it in there for 30 days free. tpenow.com, menu, groups, and I look forward to meeting you in Leader Square.
What's up, TPE family? It's time for us to get a little better with the Daily Dose of Leadership with Alex Seal. Let's go!
New TPE.
What's up and what's happening, TPE fam? We're back with another daily dose of leadership where our aim and goal is just to continue to get better each and every day. My name is Alex Seal, and I'm excited to be here in the Daily Dose with you as I share with you over 20 years of organizational experience. 15 of those years have been spent in leadership. So I've had the joy and pleasure with partnering with over hundreds of people, helping them advance and grow, identify the things that they want to do, and helping them put certain things in place to help them get there. You can catch us on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch. This broadcast in particular goes out 4:30 live on those same platforms. Please tap in with us, subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share the channel, comment on what's going on here, because everything that we discuss here, we believe is going to help someone get better. We believe it's going to help someone get over the hump in their leadership and just ultimately help someone else reach their goals. And so I'm just, again, excited to be here. I've been spending some time in the QSR space because that's a space that's near and dear to me for sure, a space that I definitely have ties to. And I've been talking through some different leadership things. And so today it's going to be no different. I'm still going to sit in the QSR space, and I want to talk about operational efficiency, running an efficient operation, because we know in the QSR business, a lot of our revenues are generated off of volume, obviously, right? High transaction count, decent average ticket, but we are depending on the repetitious work, and the more efficient we can make that repetitious, repeatable work be, the more profitable we'll be in our organizations, in our QSR situation. So definitely I want to just talk to three things really quickly to think about when you're looking at your operational efficiency. And for you business owners out there, I think this is something worth noting for you, because a lot of times if you're a small business news just starting out, a lot of your time is going to be focused in the business, which is very, very much so valid. You're the labor, you're the making the calls, you're in the thick of it. But this is going to challenge you to work on your business, to take a step back and look at what it is that you're doing and how can you become more efficient at that activity. And so I want to, again, just break down these three things. These are some working on business activity. Number one is your workflow optimization. Do you have processes that are consistent from person to person? So no matter who's there, you can plug and play new team members, seasoned team members into the equation. So are you processing? You have your processes mapped out. Thinking about when you train someone, do you have a resource that you can leverage to be able to help the people who are on your team get better? So, our step in terms of workflow optimization, I really look at, do we have our processes mapped out? Number two, and this is a big one, bottleneck identification. For your leaders who are in your organization or yourself, how sharp are they at, one, identifying the bottlenecks, and then two, figuring out how to fix them efficiently? And so you really want to look at, do you have people who are on your team, who is a part of your staff, that are good at identifying what the bottlenecks are and then helping them get better through making decisions and running audibles to what's going on. The next point under the workplace workflow optimization is just streamlining procedures. Sometimes there might be some technology out there that will cut out a few steps, a few bits of communication that needs to happen. Leverage the technology and the different things that are at your disposal to be able to streamline your processes. And so again, that's just under workflow optimization. Number two, in terms of making operational efficiency, inventory management. What are your tracking systems when it comes down to tracking your inventory? When it comes down to making sure that you don't over order or under order. I think there's a mindset when we have too much stuff in our organization or in our restaurants or in our places of business. One, it incentivizes people to use more than what's necessary. That's not efficient. That's not profitable. And then two, it creates clutter. It creates the opportunity for clutter. One of our things, we always try to eliminate a shelf if necessary. You don't want to just have, sure, you want to have capacity there to grow, but if you've got 5 days worth of inventory on hand and you get a truck 2 or 3 times between that period, why would you want to order that much and have that much food, not say spoiling, but aging on your shelf? That's just aging inventory that you don't need to have. Now, I will say this in the context of inventory management, I always want to make sure that we're a little over on those key items, like the things that we are most known for, the key ingredients, the stuff that you just can't go to the store and buy. You can't go to another restaurant or QSR type of yours and go borrow. But just be a little heavy on the key things. But everything else you want to try and run as lean and as efficient as possible. But you won't know how to understand what you need unless you leverage a system to be able to track those things. So I would highly encourage you to implement some type of inventory system. It can start out as a Google Sheets or a spreadsheet, a Microsoft Excel sheet, or you can look into, there's different software out there that is specific to inventory management. Some a little bit more costly than others, but I definitely would say if you're going to really turn this thing up in terms of making sure that you're efficient in the area of inventory, you want to make sure you have some good inventory management systems in place for sure. And last but certainly not least, but process automation. What can you do to automate, digitize, bring up to date the systems that you're using to do the work? There's a lot of good POS systems out there that can change the game in your QSR space, particularly for those smaller outfits. There's a lot of resources from Square and different platforms that allow you to have a KPS, or a kitchen display system, a ticketing system, not a fixed ordering point. There's a lot of different things that you can do creatively to help number one, differentiate yourself in the space, but number two, as it relates to this conversation, to be able to make you more efficient, not only from a team member standpoint, but also from a customer standpoint as well. So definitely would say look into those bits and pieces. And so again, this is going to be a quick daily dose. We really just want to zone in. It's going to be an efficient daily dose, talking about operational efficiency in your work, in your organization. And the 3 things that we canvassed here were, number one, is that workflow optimization. Do you have your processes mapped out? Or do you understand how to identify bottlenecks and solve them in the immediate sense and in the long term? And are you streamlining your procedures? Number 2, inventory management, making sure that you don't have too much or you don't have too little. Are you tracking? Are you counting? Are you looking at what is sold versus what you used? Those are the different things that you need to start considering as it relates to running an efficient system or efficient organization. Is that, do you have good inventory management practices? And number 3, process automation. Automate as much as you can. A lot of times the investment might be a little heavy on the front end, but what you will save in labor and what you gain in customer experience because things are more efficient will offset that front end cost in no time. So thank you guys so much for tapping in with us on the Daily Dose. Again, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Please don't forget to follow us on Instagram at TPE Now. That's at TPENOW. And we look forward to connecting with you in different endeavors, man. If you want to contact us for some coaching, we also are here for that. If you go to www.tpenow.com, you can book a discovery call. We'll get you matched up with the perfect coach and then they'll help you pivot into your next. A lot of times we might think, why do I need a coach? Why do I need to listen to somebody tell me how to do this? And I'm telling you that there's a lot of benefit from having somebody there to hold you accountable and to help guide you into the next season, the next phase of your life. There's some people who have been there and who have done that are willing to share with you their experiences. So let's get connected and let's see how we can support and serve each other. Until next time, TPE family, peace.
If you want to expand your knowledge as a leader, go to tpenow.com and book a discovery call.
Si quieres invertir en tu liderazgo y aprendizaje, ves a la página tpenow.com y ahí podrás un enlace para hacer una llamada de descubrimiento para realizar cuáles son tus metas y cómo